Hey guys, I am back again. I am sorry that this video took so long to get uploaded, but the week before last my phone broke and I had to get a new one. And last week was Easter, so I didn't have really time to make a video, or really any time at that. And so basically in this video we are going to be painting our ship or whatever. I've already made the box for it and cut out and painted the label and sanded it off. For the paint, I will be using a red paint mixed with a brown paint for the rust effect. And before I do that, I will be spray painting the entire thing brown. Gonna go real quick into my final details. So let's start off at the bow. I used 22 shells as the boilers. There were 5 boilers lined up in rows, or 5 rows of boilers, if you will. There is a boiler that fell out right here next to the stern. Just thought you'd like to know that real quick. I drilled out all of these things here, and I put 2 more cranes and I put an extra crane on. There were actually 2 cranes in the final on the wreck, and I just didn't know it. I wasn't paying attention. And back to the stern, I will start off with the engines. I used toothpicks to hold, I used the bolts I used nuts as the engine, and I used toothpicks to hold it up, which kind of worked nice because they kind of like fit together well at the end. I bent up some of the hull that was left over and used it as scrap that fell on in the thing or whatever that broke off. I put on the crane and the mast that was bent over. I put in that extra hole there. This one wasn't supposed to be visible. I just didn't cover it up good. And basically, this deck was just a complete mess. You might want to search up your own image, or if you happen to have the National Geographic thing, they have an image of the upper decks in there. It's a little hard to see. You might want to find a 3-dimensional image online. But anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna get started painting it now, and I will see you guys in a bit. Okay, so I was just basically waiting for the paint to dry, so I figured I'd show you guys what all that I did. I'm not done yet. I still need to flip them over and get them in the underside. Although a lot of it I really don't have to worry about because I got just about all of it now. Or as far as it's visible, if you will. So I just go over how it all looks. But you see all the little pieces here that I used. You can use whatever pieces you like for the surrounding scrap and stuff. You can even research pieces and see what they are and identify them and go piece by piece, making the debris field if you want. I just took a bunch of random stuff that was small and threw it in there. Going in from the back side here. Yeah, be sure to get it from all angles, because the paint will spread, but you just gotta really hit it hard because it'll get in those, you gotta get in those places so it doesn't like say, oh, look, right there in that hole, there's a little pink spot from the paper. You don't want that. You're gonna wanna paint it several times, or just make it all in one glob. I recommend making this all in one glob. It makes it look more messy. Like, if you see the decks look muddy and stuff, which kind of looks cool in my opinion. It looks like the wreckage. So all I'm doing right now is waiting for the paint to dry and all that. So, yeah. Okay, final details. So I mixed red paint with brown paint to kind of give it a little bit of like rustic flair. I tried to do it like around the corners and stuff where it'd be rusting away, kind of. Just a little bit of texture. Same thing on the stern. Now, technically I kind of left some details out, which I can do later. But I didn't poke the holes in the replacement paper right here, and I need to cut out like a little section right here, which was a funnel which lead down to these boilers here. A little piece of dirt in there. I'm not so sure if I want it visible. There we go. And I kind of like, if you can see here, I kind of like use the paint to like make rims and stuff. If you can look closely, kind of there. Basically what I did was I used it to like give it the appearance that it was rim. So when it comes to the texturing, kind of use the wet paint to your to the around the corners and stuff where it's like collapsing in on itself, because what the red stuff is the rust that's decaying with gravity, if you will. It's kind of awkward to explain. Oh, what was that? Okay. So just gonna go over the final thing here. Kind of give you an overview. I'm gonna do some close-ups of the stern. I'm gonna give you some close-ups of the bow. Thank you so much, everybody, for your time. I'm sorry this series kind of started out a little slow and took a while, but if you liked what you saw, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions on anything, please contact or please leave a comment and let me know if you have any questions. I'll do my best to help you with whatever problems you have. But for next week, it's all about tanks. So I have two models that I've had for several years now, and I never made. I have the M41, M41 M41 Walker Bulldog. I can't remember anything right now. And I also have the Stalin IS-12. God, I can't remember those names with crap. I had to. So please tell me which one you'd like to see in the in next week's video in the comments below, and please tell me what you'd like me to do with them. And as always, guys, have a great day and stay cool. Or I don't know. I'm still new at this. I'm not the YouTube guy. Later.